Our big story tonight is the weather. And meteorologist Jeremy Lewan out back to tell us more about that.
Yeah, Scott, it is the coldest night I've been here in the backyard all summer, all fall so far. And I don't know if you guys can see it on camera, but I can see the breath here in the backyard once again. Temperatures tonight will be the coldest we've seen since April, easily at the freezing mark here in Scranton and down below the freezing mark in our mountainous areas. Today, the coldest temperature we saw so far this morning was 39 in Scranton, and that's the coolest we've seen since May 20th. It's going to be even colder tonight, folks. Be prepared. It was a chilly morning today, 7 degrees below average, not near the record of 26 set back in 2000. We were 13 degrees off that. But we have a weather impact alert in effect as a result of these temperatures that will easily get into the 20s and 30s. Freeze warnings, the very first ones of the season, now in effect for northeastern and central Pennsylvania as a result of the clear skies. That'll help us to cool off to space very easily. Freeze warnings in effect for the entirety of northeastern Pennsylvania, central Pennsylvania, down into West Virginia, out into Connecticut, Vermont, New Hampshire, basically everyone in the Northeast corridor experiencing temperatures in the 30s and 20s, even down into Philly, seeing a frost advisory, meaning temperatures are approaching that freezing mark. Now, these are the possible overnight lows. By 6 a.m., which is normally when we see our coldest time of day, right before sunrise, temperatures close to the freezing mark in Scranton at 28 in the back mountain of Dallas, 27 for Lewisburg and Middleburg. We could be down to 28 in Mill Hall. And boy, we're already there in some spots of Sullivan County. Temperatures today, cold in the daytime, only got up to 56. That is actually the coldest high temperature we've seen. You ready for this? Take off the calendar pages. Since May 22nd, we haven't had a colder day all of summer, all of fall so far. So we're now starting to feel the chill in the air for sure as we head further into October. It's a clear night over Pottsville, a clear night over the backyard. Things are moving smoothly there on 81. 39 is where we're at right now. So that's the coldest temperature we've seen so far all today. And we're already seeing it at 11 o'clock. So imagine how much colder we're going to get as we head towards sunrise. We still have all night to cool off. Winds are lower than they were earlier. I'll show you that in just a second. But temperatures right now, wow. In Lopez, we're down to 29. Bear Creek Township below the freezing mark. Same for New Milford at 31. 33 in Shahola. Easily Bear Creek Township, you could see the low 20s tonight. Easily Lopez could see the low 20s tonight. It was breezy earlier today, gusts up to 37 miles per hour. Now the winds have dialed back less than 10 miles per hour. At least we don't have a wind chill in addition to these cool temperatures. Could be a lot worse, folks. We've got clear skies overhead thanks to high pressure. It is a strong ridge of high pressure that has dominated our weather today. It'll continue to dominate our weather tomorrow, but it starts to shrink and move off towards the east as this coastal low pressure system becomes our first nor'easter of the season because it moves from southwest to northeast. It brings up some coastal moisture, a lot for the Outer Banks, and look at how the core of that rain shifts right up into New England. So we get some scattered showers. Looks like the majority of the rainfall comes in actually Columbus Day Monday, and that high pressure system does a good job of keeping the rainfall out for the most part on Saturday. As far as Tuesday, that's when we finally start to clear things out. So here's what things look like up close here in central northeastern Pennsylvania. Clear tonight, frigid by tomorrow morning. Then we warm up things as we go throughout the day, clear skies throughout your entire Friday. Saturday, we start to notice the change in the morning, just a few sprinkles leading before the big amounts of moisture come in from the coastal low pressure system. On Sunday in the evening, there it is, heavy bands of rainfall possible, and again on your Columbus Day Monday. Got to give you a check on the tropics. This is Tropical Storm Jerry, likely going to make this pass towards the north and directly east, being conducted and steered by several different patterns in the atmosphere. It likely will miss the majority of Bermuda, so the impacts are not going to be all that bad like what they experienced with prior hurricanes. So we have the freeze warning in effect. That's why we have a weather impact alert for the first half of Friday. Then the rain starts somewhat on Saturday as high pressure system wins the battle. Then Sunday, the low pressure system wins the battle and brings us widespread rain showers Sunday evening and again on Columbus Day Monday. That's the first nor'easter, Scott, and actually rainfall amounts could be over 3 inches in New Jersey and in New England. Here we could see 1 to 2.
Oh, that's going to be a good drenching.
And we do need some rain. It's been a dry fall so far.
All right, Jeremy, thank you very much.